Hey guys, it's me again. Um, how many of you are actually looking into mobile lead generation? And how many of you have your website set up for mobile viewing? Um, a lot of the newer smartphones that are coming out now, most of these can still view a full size web page with no modification needed to get the page to shrink down properly. Because most of them it'll display the entire web page and you can click on it and it'll zoom in. But we still have to remember that not everybody's running around with with the latest S4, the latest Droid Razor or anything like that. Some people are still running around with some of the older models. Um, Especially if you're looking at trying to branch overseas and make money from individuals that way, bringing them into your team. So if you're thinking about going through the SMS, texting, advertisement, there's a few things you want to make sure you keep focus on. First of all, your website needs to be mobile friendly, which means you don't want a lot of large files because it's going to take a while to load. Because not everybody's on 4G. Some people are stuck getting 3G wherever they're at, so it still takes a little bit of time for things to load up. So definitely don't want large videos, large pictures, anything that's going to carry a lot of weight to it. That way the page site will load up a lot faster. Um, Make sure your site is as small as simple as possible. It doesn't need to have a whole lot of jargon on it. Quick and to the point, just like your landing pages. You want to get the message clear and put across you know, very nice. You want everything to flow through the page. And remember, this is most of the time going to be a single column. So make sure that your font and whatever if you are loading a video, make sure that it's loading properly in the resolution that it's set to. You will come into some differences when you're trying to load into like an iPad because or anything with a retina display because obviously there's more pixel depth there, so the resolution does change a little bit. So make sure if you're trying to go this route, make sure that you're actually researching to make sure you have the proper resolution setups for each individual phones. Now, most of these are going to, I mean, there's so many different phones on the market. You're going to have a wide variety of resolutions that you can set your page to. Um, but do a quick Google search. It'll tell you what the most common, what the common viewpoints to set your resolution to. So, and most of the phones will still be able to adapt to that size. Um, Media queries is really good with CSS. If you're into coding it yourself, use media queries, and that will take the actual screen resolution of the phone, and it'll adopt the CSS to alter itself to be able to fit inside the constraints of the video's resolution. Um, let's see. Avoid using Flash. A lot of Apple products have issues doing Flash. They didn't allow it. I don't personally own any Apple products, but they might have changed that recently. I'm not quite up to date on that speed, so make sure if you're going to be using anything, coding your programs out in HTML5. There's a lot of plugins, especially for like WordPress, that you can use that'll automatically shrink down the pages to a mobile friendly. So if you're not coding it yourself, just look for plugins. Um, Very easy for the non techie type people that don't want to dig into and learn that. You know, the advantages of using SMS, you know, sending text messages. Um, there's a huge advantage in that because uh, the average email, it takes 90 minutes or so to uh, for a response back if the person's going to respond back to you at all, or at least 90 minutes, about an hour and a half before the web page is actually open. SMS usually answered within 90 seconds. There's a huge degree of difference as far as the response time that you're getting from individuals. So there's a lot of advantage there, and everybody opens up their text messages because most of the times they just get a little indication saying, "Hey, you got a text message," and by the time they get to it, they didn't see exactly where it came from, so they're going to open it. So at this point, you got about 7 or 8 seconds to either catch their attention and make them click on the link to send them out to whatever page you're trying to link it to. Um, but just like a regular landing page, you got very short window to catch the person's attention to get them interested in what you're doing. Um, so SMS helps out a lot if you and everybody's going to mobile. Um, you know, a lot of people are carrying around their iPads and their netbooks and things like that, but you know, vast majority of the people are using their cell phones to surf the internet, watch videos on YouTube. So keep that in mind. Once again, when you we go back into the large files, a lot of people are restrained to how much data usage they can use. Not everybody's on the full plan to be able to use as much as they want. So you know, take in consideration who you're marketing to, know who you're marketing to. Um, I will put up a list of some SMS friendly programs that you can use as far as companies that allow you to offer into them. I haven't used them personally myself. I actually just ran across this ebook, so I'd like to share with you some of the information I found in there. But it's very interesting, so it's definitely something to look into. All right, until next time, have a good day.